Tonight we are talking about market research and sort of identifying your market.
In the next 40 minutes or so between Dan and I, we want to give you a perspective of why should you care about market and customer information. Most of the products that come online or new products that even large corporations bring online are not necessarily successful. So there's a proprietary method that a lot of these companies have that they use to do market sizing and forecasting. So we can leverage some of that published data. What I would advise is that you look at more than one source.
There are a lot of free sources available through analyst firms that you can track and follow. For example, look for an analyst who is covering your marketplace and follow them on Twitter. Can be a very good breadcrumb trail to what they're looking at, the kind of sources of information that they're gathering.
Industry events. There are certain industries where you've got to show up at every trade show or industry event. It's tremendously valuable because you'll see your competitors there. You will get to speak to other customers. You're getting so much of all of this customer information. You could be getting that live by just walking that trade show.
And also a lot of these analysts, a lot of the big analyst firms allow their star analysts to operate blogs.
The other, simple things, I know we are just bombarded with information these days, but there are some key journals or newsletters or trade magazines that you should be subscribing to and reading religiously.
And you know what? Just be bold and pick up the phone and call some of these guys every once in a while, because or ladies, because they'd be more than happy to take your call, at least to tell you to go away.
So regardless of what you use as methods, it's really important to not have oversized global numbers immediately. Especially when you put investor pitches and decks together. Investors don't like huge global numbers. They like you to be more conservative and slice it down by geography as much as you can.
And if you can, back to the investor story side of things, if you can quote a respected analyst in the community, that just gives a little bit more oomph to your platform. What you actually need to do when you have an idea is to get an assessment as to how that is actually going to work and whether or not it actually has legs in the marketplace. And that's called concept testing. People really like new stuff and they like to try it out and play with it. And marketers, of course, know that. And the problem when you're doing research is that often what you're picking up is that halo effect associated with the newness of the product, not necessarily the utility of the product itself. One of the things that big corporations do a lot of is trying to isolate that key customer segment that they're going after. But understanding who that is will help you to really further develop your product and everything around that product, the packaging, the pricing, the messaging around it, everything is pinned to understanding who that end user is.
Thanks so much, Dan and Usha, for that great presentation. We loved
Thank
hearing
you.
your tandem.